Imagine sending your child to school on a normal Tuesday morning, expecting them to learn, laugh with friends, and come home safe, and instead, a tragedy unfolds that shakes an entire community. That's exactly what happened at Maryvale High School in Phoenix, Arizona, when a fight between two students escalated into violence that left one young life lost and another student injured. Parents, classmates, and educators were left in shock, asking the same question. How could something so heartbreaking happen inside a place meant to be safe? Today, we're diving into the facts, the official statements, and the bigger conversation about school safety in America. The incident happened late Tuesday morning, around 11 a.m., when Phoenix police received a call reporting a stabbing on campus. Officers rushed to Maryvale High School, which is located near 59th Avenue and Osborne Road. When they arrived, they discovered that two male students had been involved in a fight. Both had suffered injuries, but one of them was critically hurt. Emergency crews quickly transported both teenagers to a nearby hospital, where sadly, one student did not survive. The other student's injuries, officials confirmed, were not life-threatening, offering at least a small relief in the midst of devastating news. As the news broke, the school was placed on lockdown to protect the rest of the students and staff. Families anxiously waited for updates, with parents rushing to the campus, desperate to know if their children were safe. Later in the day, Phoenix police confirmed that there was no ongoing threat to the school community, allowing the lockdown to be lifted. Officials made it clear that the situation had been contained quickly, thanks in part to the immediate response from both on-campus safety officers and the Phoenix Police Department. Still, the fear and confusion in those first moments highlighted just how fast everything changed. Tom Horn, Arizona's Superintendent of Public Instruction, released a statement soon after the tragedy was confirmed. He described the incident as a terrible tragedy and emphasized that schools must always be safe spaces for students. Horn also praised the on-campus school safety officer for acting quickly, rendering aid, and doing his job effectively under unimaginable pressure. His words not only reflected sorrow, but also reinforced the urgent need for continued conversations about how schools can ensure the well-being of their students and staff in moments of crisis. Local leaders also responded with heartfelt messages. Jeremiah Cota, a member of the Phoenix Union High School District Board, offered his thoughts and prayers to everyone affected at Maryvale High. He expressed deep sympathy for the victim's family, the injured student, and the larger school community now processing the traumatic event. Similarly, Phoenix City Council member Betty Godardo shared her heartbreak, stating that classrooms should always be safe havens where children can focus on learning, not worry about violence. Both leaders vowed to stand with families and work alongside the district and police to ensure safety. At this point, officials have not released the identities of the students involved, nor have they confirmed whether the two teenagers knew each other before the fight. The cause of the altercation remains unclear, leaving investigators to piece together exactly what led to such a violent outcome. Phoenix police have stated that no further information is available yet, but the investigation is ongoing. For many in the community, the lack of answers only deepens the sadness and confusion, as people struggle to understand how a disagreement between two students escalated into such a devastating tragedy. Maryvale High School, which serves around 2,850 students from 9th through 12th grades, is known for its diverse academic and extracurricular programs. From computer science and ROTC to mariachi music and creative writing, the school offers opportunities for students of all interests and talents. The stabbing has left this vibrant community shaken, interrupting the rhythm of daily life and leaving students and staff to grapple with grief, fear, and uncertainty. For a school that celebrates creativity and growth, this event feels especially painful, a reminder that violence can strike anywhere, even in places built for nurturing young minds. The Phoenix Police Department has worked to reassure the public that no ongoing danger exists. Officers emphasized that this was an isolated fight between two students, not a broader threat to the school or the surrounding neighborhood. Parents were advised to follow the school's directions regarding student release, while counselors and crisis teams were made available to support those struggling with the traumatic news. Still, the shockwaves of the incident are being felt across the city as residents reflect on how fragile a sense of safety can be when violence erupts so suddenly. Community leaders and parents alike are already beginning the conversation about what steps can be taken to prevent tragedies like this in the future. For some, that means revisiting school security protocols, ensuring that safety officers are adequately trained and equipped to intervene. For others, the focus is on student support, including mental health services, conflict resolution programs, and proactive approaches to identify tensions before they boil over. While no single solution can guarantee perfect safety, this tragedy is a reminder that preventing violence requires a multi-layered approach. Beyond Phoenix, this incident is likely to add to the nationwide debate over school safety. In recent years, communities across the United States have faced difficult conversations about how to protect students from various forms of violence. While some debates focus on physical security measures, others highlight the importance of fostering supportive environments where students feel seen, heard, and valued. The heartbreaking events at Maryvale High School underscore just how urgent these conversations are, and how the solutions must balance both prevention and care. For the students of Maryvale High, the day began like any other, with classes, lessons, and routines. By mid-morning, their world had been turned upside down. The grief of losing a classmate and the trauma of experiencing violence firsthand will not disappear overnight. Schools often serve as second homes for teenagers, and when violence occurs there, the impact reverberates deeply. Counselors and school staff will now play a critical role in guiding students through this difficult period, helping them to process emotions, honor the memory of the student lost, and find ways to feel safe again. Parents, too, face a new wave of concerns. For many families, schools are trusted spaces where children spend much of their day. An incident like this shakes that trust, making parents question whether their kids are truly safe. It also serves as a wake-up call for families to have open conversations with their children about conflict, safety, and the importance of seeking help when they feel threatened. While parents cannot control every situation, they can be allies for their children, listening, guiding, and ensuring their voices are heard when they need support. In the coming days, as investigators continue their work, more details will likely emerge about what sparked the fight and how events unfolded so quickly. Each new piece of information may bring clarity, but it won't erase the pain felt by the victim's family or the shock experienced by the entire school community. Vigils, memorials, and gatherings may follow as students and residents come together to mourn, remember, and heal. These shared moments of grief can also become opportunities for unity, as communities reaffirm their commitment to supporting one another in times of hardship. While tragedies like this are heartbreaking, they often become catalysts for change. Schools, districts, and city leaders now face the challenge of learning from this incident, examining what worked in the immediate response, and identifying areas for improvement. Whether it's enhancing communication during lockdowns, increasing access to mental health resources, or strengthening conflict resolution programs, the hope is that something good can emerge from the pain, that another tragedy might be prevented in the future. For Phoenix, this is not just a story of loss, but also a call to action. As we close, it's important to remember that behind the headlines and official statements are real people. Students who lost a friend, parents who lost a child, and a community that must now find a way forward. The story of Maryvale High School's tragedy is not just about violence, but also about resilience, unity, and the determination to create safer environments for young people. While one life has been cut short, the impact of this moment will echo as families, educators, and leaders work to honor that life by striving for a safer tomorrow. Our thoughts remain with everyone touched by this heartbreaking event.